If you're renting and want to buy a home, I want you to stop. Don't do nothing until you have saved at least $10,000. I said it, I stand on it. We're going to go over why in this video. Let go. The number one reason you need $10,000 before you even think about buying a home is because of maintenance. That's right. It costs money to maintain your home. I know Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook told you otherwise, but the deal is this: you must maintain your investment. What am I speaking of? Because I don't want to scare anyone. I'm talking about the basics, right? Filters, cleaning supplies. If you have a lawn, gas for your lawnmower or electricity for your electric mower, garbage bags, just stuff. You need stuff to live. And you would be doing yourself an injustice buying a house and not having that minimum amount. I was speaking with my daughter, recent college graduate, and Lord say the same. She's going to be going into her first property. And I was just having a conversation with her about the things that we're doing to prepare and if she thought those things were beneficial. And boy, when I tell you she gave me a mouthful, it just inspired me to do this video. So hopefully it helps those of you that are out there that eventually want to get onto the housing ladder. And so the first thing she said was, Daddy, look here, look, let me tell you something. 10,000 is the minimum that you need, because as I get paid, she's talking about her income. People need to understand you have to have some cushion on the side, because when the first of the month, wake up, it's the first of the when the first of the month comes around, you may have certain bills that you have to pay within the first 10 days. Well, if your pay schedule is not on track with that, you could find yourself in a world of hurt and cause yourself to continually be on that treadmill, if you will, where you feel like you're catching up. So because of your pay frequency, this is one of the main reasons you need to have a surplus intact. Not only if you want to be a homeowner, I would say even if you are wanting to leave where you are, mom and dad's house, and create a rental situation, okay? You got to have that bandwidth so that you can prepare. Prior to us getting on this plan that we're on now, with the goal of her, moving into the house here in 14 months or so, her money was her money. Now, I know some of you guys might say, well, you know what? Everybody doesn't have that situation. Well, you know what? Everybody has an advantage and everybody has a disadvantage. Don't get caught in the weeds. Hear what I'm saying. When she had all of her money and she was doing what she wanted to do with it, she thought she had a lot more. But as soon as I said, you know what? Banga, bring that here. I need that. Right? We need to get you ready, because what you think you got, you really don't got. So what am I saying? We looked at what the mortgage payment is going to be, and we also factored in the living expenses, food, gas, water, so on and so forth. We did all that we could do to get a realistic picture of that monthly nut that she would have to come up with. And I was like, okay, until you get out of here, I need to get that. I need to get that about you. You might be in a situation where not only do you have to do those things, but you might have a car payment, student loans, and insurance. So I said all that to say this, guys. You have to know your numbers. If you've been on this channel at all at any time, you're going to get tired of the old man telling you you must know your numbers. You can't not see no numbers, hear no numbers, and speak no numbers and think that the debt or the savings are just going to appear. It don't work like that. You have to prepare. Remember, wealthy people prepare. They're planners. So She told me, you know what, Dad, as soon as I started doing that, guess what? Ooh wee. I quickly realized I didn't have what I thought I had. And so this is why you guys have to start budgeting with a purpose. Every dollar has to have a purpose. How do I do that, Rob? Look back 3 months. 3 months of what? Your bank statements. That's going to tell you. 1/4 will tell you, unless there's an anomaly. There was a sickness or something of that nature. But pretty much 3 months can show you who you are financially as far as where your monies are going. And remember, we live on the net, not the gross. And so after you go that 3 months and then you calculate what those expenses are, the next thing to do is figure out how much the proposed rent payment or house payment would be. If you're already renting, my suggestion is this: you don't want to go more than 150% of where you currently are. Example, if you're paying $1,000 a month, your mortgage payment, your principal, interest, tax, and insurance, or your rental payment should not exceed $1,500 a month. If you're in an area where $1,500 a month won't get what you want, now you have to make a decision. It's decision time. You either lower your expectations by moving out further or relocating to a less expensive housing area, or you got to figure out how to increase your productivity and make some more money. I know that rubs a lot of you the wrong way, but it is what it is. And you don't have to do anything. So before you jump down in the comment section and give me some type of history lesson and start accusing everybody of why you are in the situation that you're in, I'm going to ask you to do what Brother Mike said, Brother Michael Jackson. I need you to look at the man or the woman in the mirror. Then I need you to pray. You might not be the praying type, but I'm going to ask you to pray and ask, what is it that you can do? Not all the things that are going wrong, but what can you do to remedy the situation that you're in? If you look in the description, I have a link to a course, a notary course from someone that I've known for years. And let me tell you, she getting to the money. I'm not going to tell you how much money, but very successful. Over 20 years. See, that's a solution. You don't have to take it, but it's a solution to how you can generate some additional income. There are a ton of channels on YouTube and people that go deep into side hustles or additional things that you can do to generate money. The question is, are you going to do it? I don't know, but those are solutions. That's what this channel is about. Tired of hearing all the complaining. We become chief complainers in these United States, and we are some of the most entitled people on the planet. All right. I'm getting out. I'm rambling. Let me get back to it. So 150%, no more than what you're currently paying now. Well, I don't have rent. You have to be able to practice, right, before you go out and put yourself in these situations. That's not a wise thing to do. This is why we're hearing a lot of the remorse that's going on, because people didn't think about the air filter or the dishwasher filter, or what else is common? Cleaning the windows, cleaning the house. How about this one? If I hear another video with this in the background, beep, beep, beep. Like, man, if you don't change that battery in that doggone smoke detector, all joking aside, if you want to know if you're not a homeowner, if you have purposefully drowned out or zoned out the chirp in the smoke/carbon monoxide detector, you are not ready for a home. Got to buy batteries, man. These are things that you're not accustomed to doing. So anyway, my daughter was like, you know what, Daddy, I thought I had a lot more, but now, right now I'm looking and it's not what I thought it was. You have to make sure you're putting yourself in those types of situations. So Let me move forward. She gave me a couple of things that I want to repeat. What else did she say here? So you want to have a set time in which you look at those statements. When you go 3 months back, pardon me, to get the statements that you're transacting with, either your bank account or maybe your credit card, whatever that is, now everything is tracked. Okay. Some of the gotchas in those bank statements that you guys have to start dealing with and is preventing you from having the minimum of 10,000. We're not even talking about emergency funds yet. We're just talking about $10,000 cushion. But subscriptions, these subscriptions are wearing a lot of discretionary income out. You don't realize the amount of money that you're spending. You just working and handing it to somebody else because it's on that statement. It's digitally collected. A lot of you guys aren't even getting a paper statement. Out of sight, out of mind, and it's whooping your behind. Yeah, I'm rhyming today. It's whooping your behind. Subscription services. Buy now, pay later. If you're buying now and paying later because you just think it's convenience, here's the deal. Convenience kills. If you're buying now and paying later because you don't have the income, here's the deal. You got to get up, get out, and get something because it's only going to get worse. What's going to get worse? Inflation. The cost of goods are going up. I'm just waiting to hear this next inflation report that we have coming out. Oil is in everything that we do, and those prices are going up. This is why you got to get up, get out, and get something. Okay. Talking to you renters out there, and a lot of you guys able income wise on paper, gross, to purchase a home, but in reality wise, don't have any cushion. You don't have those $10,000 saved minimum. That's the minimum, right? You got tons of subscriptions that are coming out that you don't know where your money's going. You're not tracking those expenses on any type of systematic regimen, either if you're weekly paid or bi-weekly, whatever, however it works, but you're not looking at it often enough to know what's going on. All right. So that when you look, you can tweak, you can make changes. And that's where I was going to before I got sidetracked. The change that she made, she was like, you know what? Well, I got to get a little more productive. I don't have what I thought I had. What better time to learn that now? You see why she got the old man. You know, I'm a girl dad, right? And her mother to help her out. You see, parents, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help them out, bring them up and teach them in the way that they should go. Because see, when you leave here, unless it's a catastrophe, an anomaly, I don't want to hear that I can't pay my bills. The devil is a lie. You feel me? So these are the things that we are doing, she is doing to prepare herself to be a homeowner if that's what you want to do. Remember, you don't have to buy. So if you're mad about everything I just said, hear that. You don't have to buy. You don't have to leave that comment. You don't. Because you can do whatever it is you want to do at this time. I digress. If you have learned anything, or if you want to add some things that people can do tangibly that I may have missed during this video, feel free to put it down in the comment section. We have a great community, very interactive. I thank you guys. I salute you for being respectful, first and foremost, and addressing the issue and not attacking the person. I've learned this. What you like, I might not like, but I don't have to care what you like to do what it is that I like. So keep that in mind when you're making your comments. I'll thank you in advance for those that are going to read and implement and help them out. Now, a lot of you guys are saying, hey, Robert, I've saved the monies. I'm tracking. I'm preparing to get onto the housing ladder. I just need a little help, brother. I feel you, man. We all can't make moves at the same time. It takes time. I needed help at one time too. Well, I want you guys to watch this video right over here because it talks about a loan program in which your people can help you. mom and them, dad and them, Paw, mama, Paw Ran, if you got them, they can potentially help you get onto the housing ladder and do so in a way where it's not a burden to either one of you. Check that out. I know you're going to like it. Indeed.